The Lion King, people. That's what we're discussing today. The Lion King. If you heard the end of our show on Friday, you knew this was coming. And I wanted to analyze some things that I found out about The Lion King as I have watched the movie repeatedly over the years, but recently as a grown man now. And I told Shannon that some things, they bother me watching The Lion King as an adult now versus when I was just a young boy. And I just, you just assume that the people that are the good guys in the show are the actual good guys. There's no deeper analyzing of things going on. So I brought up that, look, man, the hyenas might have a point about Mufasa. They might have a point. And I think we can look into the movie Lion King and find larger societal problems that can be discussed using the movie as a conduit. Now, my little brother Shannon told me that this is actually not a new theory.
I mean, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure people have said this before.
I didn't hear nobody say it.
Let me see if there's a subreddit about this. There probably is.
There has to be. I mean, I'm smart, but I ain't that smart. If I was the first person to ever look at this movie for what it was, no. So I believe my brother and Shannon when she says that there has to be a community that thinks like this as well. And
yes. Okay,
so I'm glad we got that. So I'm not plagiarizing. If I repeat something that has been said already, just know I'm not plagiarizing. These are my feelings, my thoughts. I was just recently informed that other human beings have the same ones that I have about this movie. Now, Shannon, if you had to give a summary of what the movie Lion King is about, what would you say?
It is about a young king or a young boy coming into his royalty.
First of all, it's
a soon-to-be king escapes from his troubled past after the murder of his father, and comes.
Yeah, you're really bad at this.
What do you mean? I am really bad at giving description. I really am. Yes.
You said a soon-to-be king who escapes from his troubled past.
That is what happens, though.
Oh, you're right. I would say the movie is about a young cub named Simba who learns from the life and the death of his father Mufasa about what it truly means to be king.
That's a lot better than what I said.
that's what I would say. That is the theme that we are told the movie The Lion King is about. But when I was rewatching it recently, I was on the part of the movie where Simba and Nala, as cubs, they go and they invade pretty much the elephant graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And Mufasa shows up because the hyenas were chasing Simba and Nala to eat them. And so Mufasa comes in, saves his son, and he tells the hyenas, if you ever come anywhere near my son, I don't think he says I'll kill you because it's a Disney movie, but the message was received. And then I was thinking to myself, okay, well, where else are the hyenas supposed to go? Because you remember earlier in the movie, Mufasa says to his son Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. And so the movie, you have the lions who have access to pretty much all of the parts of the savannah where there's food, there's water, there's resources. Meanwhile, the hyenas are confined to this section of the savannah where literally it's a graveyard. There is no life there. There's no food there.
Well, were the hyenas banished or was Scar just banished and the hyenas are choosing to follow him?
No. The hyenas were not allowed on the Pride Lands.
Yes, that's true. Because, okay.
This was before Scar and his coop. This was before them. This was when Simba was still a cub. And Mufasa said, everything the light touches is our kingdom. Mm-hmm. What justification could it possibly be for the hyenas being designated to the elephant graveyard while the lions get to roam free in the savannah? Would they both do the same thing? They're both carnivores. They both stalk and kill their prey. What's the difference, Shannon, other than one of them doesn't have golden skin. Go ahead, Shannon. Defend
Actually,
your people.
I said that I was gonna rewatch the movie, and I actually didn't get a chance to. But so I don't remember this part very clearly. I thought that the hyenas were only banished because they were with Scar, and Scar was banished.
So Scar wasn't banished.
So why did he live over there? Because he was just grumpy?
He didn't live there. He would. Scar lived with his family. Remember when Simba would go and play with Scar?
Was this in the first Lion King, or are you talking about?
This is the first movie, Shannon.
When? When did he? Wait, what?
Shannon.
What? Mm-hmm.
In the first Lion King, remember where Scar's laying? Well, the movie starts. Scar misses Simba's ceremony. It's literally like one of the first scenes of the movie. Remember, he catches the mouse.
Oh, right. Yes.
Wow, Shannon. Wow.
So why did he get banished?
Scar didn't get banished.
So how did he end up in the elephant graveyard?
He went behind because he wanted the throne, and so he went behind, but he wasn't banished. Remember, he went up until Mufasa died. He thought Scar was on his side. Remember where Scar throws him off the side of the rock?
Oh, right.
Lord have mercy, Shannon.
No. He did live in the elephant graveyard. No, he didn't. You're right. I remember now. I remember.
Yeah.
I do.
He did not live there, but he went there to conspire with the hyenas because he wanted the throne, and the hyenas had reasoning to help Scar. And so, in some ways, Mufasa did it to himself because he gave the hyenas motive to kill him. Because if you're banishing people and pretty much, subjugating them, because the hyenas were subjugated to a section of the savannah where there's no food, water isn't plentiful, you're almost daring them to break the law.
Yeah.
So when you said on Friday that the hyenas were murderers, my rebuttal to you was, that's one way to look at it, but what if they were just revolting against an oppressive king?
They were revolting, but they were revolting.
Okay.
That's a good point. I never thought of it that way.
I'm just saying, like when you rewatch
yes. I guess in a way he could be called an oppressive king if he banished them and didn't allow them over to where all the food and good stuff was, and they were just hogging it for themselves.
He never gave a reason. There was never a reason why the hyenas had to live in the elephant graveyard while the lions were allowed to live on the savannah. And this is where I get into my theory that the entire Lion King movie is about white supremacy. Now, follow me here, Shannon. Follow me here. The lions, top of the food chain, which from a biological perspective makes totally sense, right? They're predators, big with claws, makes sense. They were all golden, beautiful golden animals, except for which lion?
Scar.
That was the only dark lion, dark brown, black mane. Mufasa, Simba, red mane. So they purposely made the uncle, Scar, the evil one. They gave him black skin. The hyenas who weren't allowed. What? No, I'm just saying. The hyenas who weren't allowed to roam the savannah with the lions, they also were dark. Black, dark. In fact, Whoopi Goldberg played one of them. This is my other theory. Ed, he had that coon look. You know that you
we went over this already. No.
So Shannon thinks I'm bugging with this point, but let me flesh it out. So Whoopi Goldberg, black woman, sounds black. She played one of the hyenas. Now, Ed, if you remember, Ed had that Uncle Ruckus coon look. So you seen the Boondocks, right?
Yes.
All right. So you know how Uncle Ruckus got that big eye?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Remember Ed?
Okay, but I didn't get that when I watched it. I just got as he was coming off trying to look crazy. Not like a...
I know, Shannon. I'm trying to expand your mind. Your mind. Okay, mm-hmm. You got Ed, and then the last dude who also sounded black. Now, of course...
But he wasn't black. Pointed out, he was not, though.
The actor wasn't, but you know who the actor is? white voice actors play black characters on screen all the time.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. So explain that to me. Scar.
I mean, what am I explaining to you? I don't agree with this
all
theory.
the bad. Okay, so you think it was a coincidence that all the bad people? No, hold on. You think it was a coincidence that all the bad people in the movie happened to be dark?
I just think that they were equating that. I just think it was for visualization, not for like race. I wasn't thinking that way at all. They're animals, Jabia.
I just said that the movie. I said the movie is a social commentary on society. So Shannon thinks that.
I mean, I guess so.
So you think that they made the bad people black because they wanted to make a visualized
yes
difference. Okay, so
yes, because like evil,
how come black race has to be evil?
Because that's just a simple. That's just a like. What color would you want them to be if you want to like give an ominous like evil impression? What would you have wanted them to color them?
Evil could be red. Evil could be you know what the problem is, Shannon? We're already preconditioned to think that evil is black. I can't think of anything else.
I gotta pull up a picture. Let me just pull up a picture for my reference here. Go
of
ahead.
The hyenas?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. So pull up the picture of hyenas. Google hyenas from Lion King, because you're gonna get pictures of actual hyenas. So Google Lion King hyenas, and then Google Scar, and then Google Mufasa and Simba. The lions are golden.
I mean, I know what they look. I know what the rest of them look like. I'm just trying to look at the hyenas.
So Google the hyenas. I'm gonna Google it with you.
They're not. They're literally the color. Let me look up a real hyena. How about that?
They look the same. Hyenas, Lion King. All right, let's go. Shannon think I'm crazy.
Hyenas are really ugly animals, by the way. Oh my god.
Shannon, you are not gonna. All of these hyenas look crazy from the Lion King. You see these pictures?
These look like normal hyenas. These look like normal hyenas to me.
Oh,
it doesn't look like they're really trying to lean towards anything.
I wish I could share this. This looks crazy. If we're looking at the same picture, so I put in hyenas, Lion King in Google Images. It's the first picture that comes up. They look crazy. Ed got his tongue out of his mouth.
Yeah, I see the picture you're looking at.
This looks crazy, Shannon.
Okay, but this does not make me think that this is social commentary on like anything.
All right. Okay, so explain Scar.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a lion that's dark as Scar?
No, but
okay. So why make Scar?
Ew. Oops. I forgot to put in Scar Lion King. I just typed in Scar. Didn't like that.
Yeah, mad dirty penises. So
but Scar wasn't really dark either. His mane was just dark.
Scar was like shit, that's dark. I mean, his mane was just black dark. And his skin is brown. There's a side
it's only a little bit darker. It's not like
no, it's not.
Dark.
There's a side-by-side picture. Shannon's defending white supremacy. There's a side.
No, I'm not. Can I share my screen? Oh my god, I wish I could share my screen of this picture I'm looking at right now.
There's a side-by-side image of Scar and Simba, where Simba's dude. It is the 5-6 tones difference from each other.
It is not 5 to 6 tones.
Yes, it is. Don't worry. Don't worry. In the video that we put to YouTube, the audience will see it. So, I don't know. Just being a grown man now and rewatching that movie, you kind of realize that some of the plots, I think, can be questioned. And even if you disagree, Shannon, with my points about the colors and stuff, and some of this is me joking a little bit, although I'm dead serious. But you still haven't been able to refute my point, which is why were the hyenas the only animals in the entire kingdom that was forced to live in the elephant graveyard where there's no food around, and so they had to break the law.
Well, that part I'm not disagreeing with you about. That part I understand where you're coming from. I just didn't understand the colorism part that you're trying to equate in there. But
what if I switch the movie, Little Mermaid?